So for Uruguay, the big rival is Argentina.
Not Brazil.
Also, but not as much. No, so the Guarani were indigenous tribes in South America.
Native American, like the Indian.
Well, yeah, native from South America.
Okay.
In this case, say that.
Canarias remind me of cannabis.
Yeah.
I feel like Indian now. Halo Sobat Deka, ketemu lagi dengan saya Menirnya Deka Karanganyar. Jadi pada sore ini kita akan ngobrol dengan salah satu volunteer kita, Jan Lemuel from
Uruguay.
Jadi dia adalah orang Uruguay pertama yang magang di sini. Jadi kayaknya menarik kalau kita ngobrol-ngobrol seputar budaya sama Lemuel. So Lemuel, you're from Montevideo?
Montevideo. Yes.
Montevideo.
Yeah. The capital of Uruguay.
Capital of Uruguay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sampai pinggirin dulu aja, Mas. Okay, should I call you Jan or Lemuel?
Lemuel. Yeah.
But Jan doesn't sound like a Latin.
My dad is Dutch, and my family has this tradition where they call every man in the family Jan. So then I also have the name. But
Jan is John, right?
Well, it would be John or Juan in Spanish.
Yes, yeah.
But my parents or my family never called me Jan because it's just like for the tradition. They call me Lemuel, which is my second.
And you are football fans?
I'm a big football fan.
Oh, yeah. Uruguay. Yeah. I think the best is in 2010.
That was a very good World Cup. When, at least in my lifetime, one of the ones we enjoyed the most.
Yeah. Forlan,
yeah.
Suarez, Cavani.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, very
but
good.
Also with this handball.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I was upset at that because at the time I support Ghana.
Oh yeah. Well, I was glad that's what he said.
What football club that you support in Uruguay?
Nacional.
Peñarol is Uruguayan.
Yeah, that's the big rival of the team I support. Yeah.
Independiente is Uruguay.
No, that's Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I want to ask you whether this is true or not, because some people say that Uruguay is the polite version of the Argentinian. What do you think about that?
I mean, we are two very similar countries in many aspects.
Yeah.
A little bit it's like the big brother and the young brother.
Yeah.
And I do think, Uruguay is a more polite version.
Oh, yeah. But if you talk each other, you can easily understand.
Yes. We have a lot in common. And a lot of our traditions are very similar.
Yeah.
And in Uruguay, we also grew up watching a lot of Argentinian TV programs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of a big connection.
Yeah, I know that's Diego is very common name of Argentina, but also I found out this is common name in Uruguay.
Yeah, a lot of people named Diego after Maradona. And
because of that.
Yeah,
but before?
In many cases, yes. And before, I don't know, but in many cases, it is because of Maradona or because of Forlan.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you have this feeling of rivalry between?
Yes. So for Uruguay, the big rival is Argentina.
Not Brazil.
Also, but not as much. But for
because it's against the closest. Sometimes you rival more with your brother.
Yeah, because it's like our brother. Yeah. And Argentina feels like Brazil is the big rival.
Yes.
So for us,
Argentina is the common enemy of all.
Yes.
And we know that the first World Cup final was Argentina versus Uruguay.
Yeah, in 1930 in Uruguay.
1930. Yeah, but there is one fun fact about that final. So, that was the first World Cup. So everything was not well arranged.
Yeah.
So in the final, the Argentinian and the Uruguayan debate about what kind of ball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know that story. Yes. So because the Argentina want to play with Argentinian ball and Uruguay. with a Uruguayan ball, but at the end they decide to split
Yeah.
the first half using the Uruguayan ball.
The other way around. First half the Argentinian,
Argentinian
ball,
ball
and the
and
second half the Uruguayan
Uruguayan
ball.
ball. It's
Yeah.
so incredible.
Yeah, and then the first half Argentina was winning 2-0, and then in the second half
Oh, really?
Uruguay turned it around 4-2.
Okay.
So the local when they were using their own ball, they were doing better.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what country in Asia you have been traveling?
So far, this is the first country in Asia.
Do you find some similarities between the Asian and the Latin people?
Maybe one thing is enjoying simple things.
Yes.
I think that's something that I always like about our culture is that we are able to just sit down and enjoy something simple.
Yeah.
And I think that I see something similar in at least here in Indonesia.
And easier to make friend maybe.
Yeah.
Ya, dan Lemuel ini sama istrinya. Relly is your wife, right?
Yeah.
Ya, oke. Lemuel dan istrinya itu kemarin sempat join di Blitar band Carnival, Blitar Ethnic Nusantara Carnival.
Yeah.
How did it happen? I didn't really know that. I thought that you will be only invited as a guest and then say something, but it turns out that you joined in the carnival. So what did you feel about that?
That wasn't expected. It was a surprise.
Yeah.
And it was a bit strange
Yeah.
to be invited and to be asked to work. But it was a very unique experience.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was very welcoming to us. They were very nice with us. So we have a very good impression of the people here in Blitar.
And you dress like a Japanese man.
Yes, that was good. I think that was also something that now we have the photos of it, and we'll always remember it.
Ya, kalau biasanya kita kan selalu memperkenalkan kuliner atau at least kopinya kita ya ke volunteers. Tapi pada kesempatan ini saya pengen Lemuel ini menjelaskan tentang how do you call this?
This is mate.
Mate.
Yeah. So this is the traditional drink in South America, in Uruguay, in Argentina, and
I've seen
Paraguay.
I've seen this brought by Argentinian volunteers.
Yes.
But at the time I was not really into this podcasting. So now is the chance to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, every Latino always bring like this.
There are other Latin countries that don't drink it, but it is mainly in these 4 countries. A little bit in Bolivia, a little bit in Chile, but for the most part in these 4 South American countries.
Okay. Yerba mate.
Yeah. The yerba mate is or yerba mate as we say it, is the leaf. That there is a tree where the leaves are cut down, dried and chopped, and that's what we drink.
Compuesta con herbas. Herbas is herbal.
Yeah.
Compuesta is composition from herbal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is one of the most popular brands in Uruguay.
Serena or Canarias?
Canarias is the brand. Serena is because this is a bit of a softer version of it. Say that.
Canarias remind me of cannabis.
So a lot of people think about that when they see it.
Yeah.
So this is originally a Guarani drink. So
Guarani from Brazil?
No, so the Guarani were indigenous tribes in South America.
Oh,
and
but also the name of football club in Brazil. Guarani.
Maybe in Paraguay.
Brazil?
No.
Okay. You know better than me.
In Paraguay they still have Guarani as one of their official languages.
So it's like Native American, like the Indian.
Native from South America. In this case, and here in this map we can see the yellow here is
where
the plant, the yerba mate plant is originally from, and all these names that we can see here on the map are different Guarani tribes that used to drink this before the colonizers arrived to anymore.
So it's like an ancient drink.
Yeah, so when the colonizers arrived in South America, well, they were further north first, but in the 1500s they arrived to this area of South America, and they tell how they found the native people drinking it pretty much the same way we drink it now. So the native people at that time were cutting the leaves. They would put it on the fire so that it dries. Then they would chop it, and they would put it in a gourd that looked basically just like this. And then they would drink it also with a straw, not a metal straw, a cane straw at that time, but it would be very similar. And then they tell about how the native population there, the Guaranis, they would sit in a circle and they would drink it together.
Okay,
and that is still how it's how we
So
drink
you use
it nowadays.
one, what is it, glass? And
This is a
take it
gourd, or
together.
we call it a mate, or you can call it a porongo. This is this also comes
It
from
says Uruguay.
yeah, it says Uruguay. Yeah, so you can be with a group and you just pass it around
Okay.
and drink together.
Okay.
It's a social drink. A lot of people drink it on a daily basis, but they also meet together to drink together.
So this is normal in your country.
Yes, yes.
Because in I don't know, but maybe here it's not so common to have one glass and then share with
Yeah.
many people. But this is like the act of a friendship.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a social drink, and you will tell a friend, let's meet up and have some mate together. This is a picture of the leaves, the yerba mate leaves. So there's trees that have these leaves. These are the ones that get cut down and processed for mate.
Okay.
And these are gourds. So this is actually that.
This?
Yeah. So this gets cut down. If you see in this photo, like it would be cut there. This is where it was taken out of the plant.
Oh. But it will preserve,
Yes.
not rotten.
No, you need to make a process with it. We call it to curate the mate or curarlo. And so this is a process you need to make when you get it new, so that it doesn't rot.
Jadi ini kayak batok kelapa itu teman-teman. Kita juga biasa minum langsung dari buahnya seperti itu.
Yeah. So when you cut this fruit, or this it's like a gourd, when it's still green, you can carve it and make a design, and when it dries out, it becomes solid.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a bombilla, the
Okay.
straw.
Bombilla and bombisha.
Yeah, we
Like that,
would say
yeah,
bombilla. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Argentinian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the photo here, you can see a cane one. This is a modern cane bombilla, but back when the native population would be drinking this, they would have they wouldn't have these holes in it, but they would put a hollow seed in the bottom of it to filter out the leaves.
Okay.
And nowadays we have silver ones, or stainless steel, and you can also see that the leaves, the yerba mate, looks different in different countries. So here we have the Uruguayan leaves. These are from Argentina, or also from Paraguay. This Brazil, and these are the Paraguayan leaves. And they do look different because even though it's the same plant, in some countries when they prepare it, they let it dry for longer. And in other countries, in Brazil, for example, they pretty much chop it and already sell it. They don't let it dry much, so that's why it has this color. And there is also stick in it, which is like the stick from the leaf. And in Uruguay, we don't leave any stick, but for example, in Argentina, you will see that there is stick in the yerba.
You can start.
Yeah, we can
Serve this to me.
Yeah, we can prepare it.
Okay.
The first step would be to put yerba mate in the gourd. We want to fill it around 3/4 of it.
3/4. Okay.
Yeah, of them.
Boleh. Sini.
Once we have it in there, we have to we cover it, we shake it in an angle. So this has two purposes. One is that we get some of the dust out. As you can see, it's in my hand, because we don't want the dust clogging the bombilla. and the other purpose is that we want to have a low side and a high side, and that's to create what
This is hot water. Or
this is
normal.
lukewarm water.
Mm.
And before we start drinking, we need to put some lukewarm water in it.
Okay.
So once the leaves absorbs the water, it prevents the leaves from getting burnt with the hot water, and it also it allows you to start drinking, because if you just went on with the hot water, the leaves would be absorbing it, and you wouldn't get anything through. Now we just put the bombilla in, and this is hot water. And that's how you drink it. Now you just drink it like that. So I'll have the first one. Normally the first one
It's the one that that make.
Yeah, so there are some rules about how to drink it as well. There is one person that is el cebador, or the person that is serving it to others.
Yeah.
So if you're drinking with a group, the mate always comes back to the person serving it, and then he'll serve it for the next people. Normally no one wants the first mate because the taste is too strong, the first one, so I'm just drinking that one.
Yeah.
And then another rule is, don't move the bombilla.
So you don't touch.
You can touch it, but don't move it around, because I'm trying to preserve the taste of it, and be careful with it. And then another rule is that you always need to finish the water that is in. So you hear that noise, that there is no more water, then then the next one can be served. And so then I can give it to you.
Okay. For amigos. This is like tea, actually, but it has like a different. It's a tea, but I don't know, like kind of creamy, a little bit. Yeah, pahit loh ini ya. This is bitter. Gimana?
Do you like it?
Ah ya, masa kamu sukanya manis-manis gitu?
Kadang-kadang.
Okay.
So
I give it back to you.
Yeah.
So after drinking this, it means that we are amigos.
Yeah, or we're just drinking together.
Yeah, but you know what? We can't do this 2 years ago.
Because of COVID.
Oh, the COVID.
Yeah, that was a big problem in Uruguay.
Yeah, you didn't do that, when in the COVID.
Well, we tried not to drink with too many people.
Oh yeah.
But it was sometimes it was difficult
Okay.
when you were together with friends. You just wanted to share a mate.
Yeah.
And another rule is that when you don't want anymore, you give it back and you say gracias or thank you. If you say gracias, it means that you
Done.
don't want anymore.
Okay.
So sometimes when people drink for the first time and they don't know about this, they will give it back and say thank you, and then they're wondering, why do they never get another one? Why do they never give me one more? It's because if you say thank you, that means you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. So. I feel like Indian now. Ya, say gracias dulu. Gracias. Bilang, gracias. Kasih. Thank you very much for this experience.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
And in the end, I want you to taste our wine coffee.
Yes.
Have you tasted that before?
Your wine coffee? No, I have
Okay.
not.
Nah, itu Abri sudah datang. Ebrai. Itu apa? Fermentasi apa, Abri? Nangka. So it's a jackfruit fermentation.
Permisi.
Okay.
Terima kasih.
Oke, teman-teman, saatnya kita membalas budi. Kita namanya dia Lemuel bukan Budi. Oke.
Should I try it? So this is wine coffee.
Wine coffee.
Well, that tastes different.
It's different with the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why is it called wine coffee? Does it have actual wine?
No. It's not like wine from a grape, but it's like fermented
So
So-
you ferment the bean.
bean. Yeah, with the jackfruit. Bean with we have for now we have two kind of fermentation: the jackfruit and guava.
Mm.
Now
And you do
we're-
it here?
Yes.
That is very different than normal
This-
coffee.
This is the first time you
Yeah, first
drink
time.
like this.
Yeah. You can come and try it out on the coffee plantation.
Yeah. And okay, so Senyor Lemuel, atas nama bangsa Indonesia dan Christian Gonzalez,
The-
the Christian Gonzalez,
The-
the Indonesian striker. Yeah. So, gracias for the experience
yeah, and terima kasih for the
for
coffee.
the coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope to see you again in Latin America. You should be our tour guide.
Yeah,
Traveling.
it will be my pleasure.
Yeah. So, adios amigos.